Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and welcome to the class. Whilst you're waiting, please make sure that you're sitting in a quiet room. Make sure you've done wuzu and make sure that you are covering your head. Okay. And whilst we're still waiting, can you please check if you've logged in with your correct ID? Make sure that you've switched off your camera throughout and you switched off your microphone as well. There are two announcements I would like to make is next week will inshallah be our last week of this class. So this, it will be the last week of the class. So I would just like to tell you about the format of the last class that we're going to have on Thursday. The first part of the class will have a usual revision lesson of all the rules we have done so far. And the second part will be the concluding session, okay, where Hafiz will also join us. So hope everybody is looking forward to it. The second announcement I would like to make is that if anyone believes that their recitation is good and they would like to join our team of teachers, please email us on the reminder email that you're getting before every class, and make sure that you include your name, your class ID, and your Jamaat. Okay, so again, if you think that you have the capability of joining our team as a teacher, please make sure you email us on the reminder email that you're getting before every single class. And in that email, please include your name, your class ID, and your Jamaat. Okay, Jazakumullah. Now I'll move on to Tilawat. So may I please request ST to choose a student for me?
Assalamu alaikum. I would request G4463 to kindly unmute her mic.
Assalamu alaikum, G4463.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Would you please like to start from Tawbah Tasmiyah and recite this the Tilawat, please, the Quranic prayer?
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbana la tuakhizna in nasina aw akhtana. Rabbana wa la tahmil alayna isran kama hamaltahu alal ladzina min qablina. Rabbana wa la tuhammilna ma la taqata lana bih. Wa'fu anna waghfir lana warhamna anta maulana fansurna alal qawmil kafirin.
Translation, please.
Our Lord, do not punish us if we forget or fail into error, and our Lord, lay not on us a responsibility as thou didn't lay upon those before us. O Lord, burden us not with what we have not the strength to bear, and efface our sin, and grant us forgiveness, and have mercy on us. Thou art our Master, so help us. Thou against the disbelieving people. Al-Baqarah 2287.
Jazakumullah, chapter 2, verse 287. Jazakumullah. I would just like to point out a few things. Mashallah, it was very well done. Just a few things to point out. The difference between alif and ayn sound should be differentiated. Okay, so so this ayn is from your throat, and the alif is simple alif. Okay, and would you and this is, what type of letter is this?
It is a thick letter and it is ta.
X. Well done. So just make sure that you're pronouncing it thick. Jazakumullah. And how did you read this again? Would you like to read it again, please?
Rabbana la tu'akhizna.
Okay. So you can see this alif. Okay. So you have to prolong it.
Okay.
For 2 seconds. What type of alif is this?
It is Rufe Madda because the
Excellent.
wow has
Well
got pata on it.
It's Hamza. On top of wow, we have Hamza. So because whenever we have, so you can see this letter, and on top of that is Hamza. We give priority to the Hamza. Okay. So yeah, so Hamza has fatha on top. And that's why this alif is alif madda. Well done. So you have to prolong it for 2 seconds.
Yep.
Okay, excellent. Well done. And what is this sign on top of alif here?
This is Madde Saghir.
Excellent. What's the rule for this?
3 to 5 seconds. We have to and we have to elongate it for 3 to 5 seconds.
Yes. So at least from 3 to 4 seconds at least, okay? Otherwise, well done. Again, kama, so this alif, you prolonged it for too long. It was as if you were pronouncing Mad Saghir on top, which is wrong. Alif should only be prolonged for 2 seconds, okay? Just make sure of that. And ta has fatha on top, so only for 1 second, no more than that.
Yeah.
Okay. And secondly, you can see this small sign here. It's better if you do a waqf here. Yeah. So every single time. Because I felt as if you didn't break your breath, you just continued to saying wa'fu anna, waghfir lana, warhamna. It's better to actually have pauses. Okay.
Yeah.
And secondly, when you paused here, you prolonged the alif, which is very well done. But when you start from anta again, you didn't prolong the alif at all. Okay. Just make sure that you are consistent with prolonging the alif. Otherwise, very well done. Jazakumullah.
Jazakumullah.
6-3. Let's request ST to choose another student for me, please.
Yes, I will unmute G4455 for Hadith.
G4455. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
May I please request you to recite the Hadith for me, please?
Yes. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka hamidun majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka hamidun majid. The one who does not recite the Quran melodiously is not from among us.
Sorry, G445. Would you mind reading the Hadith first?
An Abi Lubabata Bashir, I don't know have to pronounce the bay or not. Bashir
Bashir
Abdul Munziru Raza Allahu Anha Inna Bani Bani Innal Bani Israel. No. Innal Bani
أن النبي قال
إن النبي قال من لم تتغنى بالقرآن فليس منا.
Okay, that's the on top of alif we have fatha. So أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال.
أن النبي صلى الله عليه
Recite this again, please.
من لم.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. Read the translation.
Hazrat Abu Musa narrates that the Holy Prophet said, "The one who does not recite the Quran melodiously is not from among us."
Excellent. Very well done. Jazakumullah G4455. Jazakallah. May I please request ST to choose another student for us for the Malfuzat, sayings of the Promised Messiah?
Yes, I will unmute G4427 to read Malfuzat.
G4427. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Welcome. May I please request you to recite the sayings of the Promised Messiah? Islam?
Yes. The job of a human being is to think and say what he says with his mouth and then act accordingly. But if he speaks like a parrot, remember that there is no blessing with a mere, I can't see that word. There's something.
The mere tongue.
Tongue, unless the heart is with it and the deeds are in accordance with it. The mere words which have no virtue or blessing will be considered because it is a pure statement. Even if one recites the Holy Qur'an and asks for forgiveness, God Almighty wants deeds. So He repeatedly commanded us to do good deeds. Until that happens, you cannot get close to God. Some ignorant people say that today we have finished the Quran in a day, but someone asked them what was the benefit of it. You used the tongue, but left the rest of the limbs completely. However, Allah Almighty has made all the organs for them to be used.
Jazakallah. There's just one typo here, I think. So the mere words which have no virtue or blessings will not be considered. Yeah, so the not is missing here, will not be considered because it's a pure statement. Jazakumullah. That was G4427. That was G4427. Yeah, Jazakumullah. May I please request ST to conduct the quiz, please?
Yes. So in today's quiz, question number 1 is, which of the following is not a part of the covenant Allah took from Bani Israel? A. Show kindness to parents. B. Speak kindly to men. C. Observe prayer. D. Keep fast or psalm. DA.
G4417.
G4417.
I asked her to unmute. I don't know why is it.
Yes.
Okay, let me choose someone else. It's G4413.
Assalamu alaikum. G4413. Sorry, I can't hear you. Which option did you choose?
Okay. I'm not sure, to be honest.
Any guess?
I'll guess at D, Sound Keeper.
Jazakallah. And your guess is correct.
No,
Keep fast or Som. Next question. Which animal accompanied the Ashabul Kahf as mentioned in the Holy Qur'an? A. Dog. B. Mule. C. Camel. Or D. Horse. Next
G4465.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. G4465. Which is the correct option in your opinion?
I think it's A, dog.
Jazakallah. And your answer is the correct one. Jazakallah. Next question. Which companion of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, is mentioned by his name in the Holy Quran? A. Hazrat Abu Bakr Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhu. B. Hazrat Bilal Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhu. C. Hazrat Umar Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhu. Or D. Hazrat Zaid Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhu.
G4401.
Assalamu alaikum. G4401.
Walaikum assalam.
Yes. What's the answer? Correct answer?
I'm not sure, but is it A, Hazrat Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu?
Jazakallah. However, the correct answer is D, Hazrat Zaid Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhu. Jazakallah. Next question. What is the meaning of the word Quran? A. One which is read often. B. The final book. C. Most blessed book. D. One which is followed most.
G4458.
G4458. Assalamu alaikum.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Walaikum assalam. It was G4458. Okay. I tried
she
to
muted
mute
herself again.
No, I tried to mute G4455. Okay. G4458. Yes. Which option will you choose?
Sorry, just one.
I don't know, she get muted again. Shall it choose someone else? Yes. G4458.
It gets muted by itself. I don't know why. Is C? Answer is C?
Jazakallah. So the meaning of the Quran is A, one which is read often. Anyways, Jazakallah for your answer. Last question for today's quiz is, where does the Quran mention Salatul Qasr or shortened prayer? A. Chapter A, Al-Baqarah. B. Chapter 5, Al-Ma'idah. C. Chapter 3, Ale Imran. Or D. Chapter 4, An-Nisa.
G4472.
G4472. Assalamu alaikum.
Okay. G4459.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. G4459. So what is the correct option in your opinion?
Well, I'm not sure, but I think I'm going to go for B, chapter 5.
Okay, Jazakillah. But the correct answer is D, chapter 4, An-Nisa. Anyways, Jazakillah for participation. And this was the last question of today's quiz. So over to you, DT.
Jazakumullah, very well conducted. See, Jazakallah. Okay, so today's lesson is about Sajdatul Tilawa and about rules of work. So first, I would like to inquire if my voice is fine.
Yes, it is.
TA? Okay,
yes, it is.
So So what is sajdatul tilawa? It is, you can see here. So whenever you see at the end of the verse, either at the end of the verse, so on top of this, you'll see a sajda, okay, or there will be at the side somewhere. Whenever you see this, it's a sunnah, which sunnah is the practice of the Holy Prophet ﷺ and his companions, that as the Holy Prophet ﷺ used to offer sajda or prostration here. So we must also follow the sunnah of the Holy Prophet ﷺ and also what the companions did, therefore, and offer sajda whenever we see this sign on top of, at the end of the verse, okay? And this will come up in Surah Bani Israel. So when we're doing a practice, look out for this, okay? Maybe in the next classes or in today's class. Look out for it, okay? Okay, let's move on to the rules of waqf. So what does waqf mean? The waqf means to stop or pause. So during the recitation, pausing at the end of a meaningful sentence or a verse with a break of breath is called waqf. Okay, waqf is equal to pause or stop. Okay, so today's lesson is such that it can only be learned through interaction. Okay, so I would request ST to choose a student for me, please. So we'll practice as we learn.
Okay, I would request G4467 to kindly unmute her mic.
G4467, Assalamu alaikum. G4467.
Okay, I'm trying another ID. G4473.
G4473, Assalamu alaikum.
No answer, no reply. Okay.
We need participation in this lesson.
Okay, next ID will be, I'm trying G4435.
G4435, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Jazakallah. Okay. So I would request you to first let's see if you know how to do a waqf correctly. Okay. So I would like you to actually recite all of these 5 words. First in wasl, or which means first in continuation, and then in waqf. Okay. So first recite it as if you're continuing from it, and then do a waqf. Okay. Let's go.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ذلك
Good.
يوم
Good.
نعبد
Excellent.
مختوم
So that's a kasratain. Makhtumin.
مختوم Quran. Oh, sorry. Quran.
Excellent. Very well done. So let's see what you've done. At the end of the first word, we have kaf with fatha on top. So what did you do to this when you did the waqf? So what did you replace the fatha with? So you said dhalik. Yeah. So what did you replace the fatha with?
Sakin.
Excellent. Well done. Yep, that's correct. So in this case, the first rule we've learned is that whenever you have fatha on top, and the end word would be it would be replaced by sakin. So dhalik. So when you're doing a waqf, it would be dhalik. Excellent. Well done. And then what did you do here?
Yawm.
Excellent. So what did you do to the kasra? What was it replaced by?
Mim sakin.
Excellent. The sakin sign, sukoon sign. Excellent. Well done. And then the next one, please.
Na'bud.
Good. So you replace. Yep, excellent. You replace the dhamma with sakin. Same with this meme. You replace the kasratain with a sukoon on top, and same goes with this dhammatain. You replaced it with sukoon. So all of them so far, so the short vowels, which are fatha, kasra, and dhamma, you know that they will have a sukoon at the end when you're doing a waqf, and you can see that kasratain and dhammatain, whenever it is the last one on the last word and you're doing a waqf, you'll have sukoon on top. Okay, so let's see. Okay, here we are. So fatha will change into sukoon. So as you can see here, this kaf has fatha. It was replaced by sukoon. The kasra will change into sukoon too. So you can see the meme has kasra under it, and then it will be changed into sukoon. As you can see here, na'bud, dal, dhamma will change into sukoon. As you can see here, sukoon is on top of the dal now. The tanween of kasra or kasratain, which is this, will change into sukoon as well when we're doing a waqf. Remember, this is about when you're doing a waqf. And this is dhamma, tanween of dhamma will change into sukoon as well. Okay, so this is a pretty easy one. Jazakumullah, that was G4435. Jazakallah. May I have next one, please?
Yes. I would request G4458 to unmute her mic, please.
G4458, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Okay, let's practice with you as well. So would you like to read firstly in continuation and then in waqf, please?
Yes. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رسوله
Good.
جرى
Excellent.
مسفرة
Well done.
أبوابا
Try again.
أبوابا
Good.
أبوابا
Excellent.
يسعى
Yeah, go on.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, we'll learn about this one because this is one that we have found tricky so far. Okay, so very well, rightly done so. So you can see here under the ha, we have vertical kasra. So what did you change vertical kasra to?
School letter.
Excellent. So rasuli, well done. And what did you change this inverted dhamma to?
With the sukoon, jara.
Excellent, well done. And here, this one is an interesting one. So what did you do here?
Is a Talimul-Quran which is changed with a ha, musfira.
Excellent. So ha sakina, well done. So this is perfect. So we have ta al-marbuta here, and then this ta will be changed to ha, and the sign on top of here is dhammatain. So we'll change, replaced by this will be replaced by a sukoon sign. So very well recited. Jazakumullah. What did you do to this one?
It is a tanween here at the end, so we read it one ba with the fatah, the one adwaba.
Excellent. And then because we have alif, you have to prolong it as well.
Prolong it.
Yeah, because when you drop one of this fatha, instead of fathatain, it will become just a fatha, and the next one is alif. So you consider it as alif madda. Yeah, so you have to prolong alif madda for 2 seconds. Abawaba. Well done. So this is, remember, students, this is when you're doing a waqf. Okay.
Yeah.
And this last one was a problem. So let's go on to the next slide. and look at this. So this one. So yes, this is without pausing, and then let's look at with pause. Yes, did you see any change?
Yeah, it's a little change, but we did it for 2 seconds. So,
yeah, but in terms of any prolongation, pronunciation, did anything change?
No.
Exactly, well done. So in continuation, it was yes, and in waqf, it's also yes, okay? There will be no change, and there will be prolongation for 2 seconds, okay? The rest we are aware of. So we've seen that the vertical kasra has changed into sukoon. So you can see here. You can see that this inverted dhamma has been changed into a sukoon here. You can see here we have ta al-marbuta with dhammatain on top. So that is changed to ha sakina, okay? Then we have fathatain. The fatha with alif will be pronounced in place of the tanween. So you can say this fatha with alif will be pronounced, okay? So let's move on to the next one. Jazakumullah, Jazakillah, that was G4458, Jazakillah.
Yes.
May I have next one, please?
I will unmute G4466.
G4466, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Can I please request you to recite these words with continuation first and then in waqf? Yeah?
Okay. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Yuhyi.
So when you're doing a waqf, how did you pronounce it?
Yuhyi.
Okay. So that's with the waqf, or is it without the waqf?
With the waf, I'm pronouncing it like you.
Okay.
You.
So this one is a problem. It's okay. This one is a problem for us for now. We'll move on to the next one. Go on.
Okay. Rafa'na.
And then with the waqf?
Rafan.
So this is ayn. So without the waqf, we're saying rafa'na. Good. What about with the waqf? It's okay. That's fine. We'll come back to it. It's okay. Move on.
Al-ahlay.
Okay, that's ayn. Yeah, it's not ha, it's ayn. So with the waqf, without the waqf, you're saying al-a'la. With the waqf, what would you say?
Al.
Okay, that's a wrong one. No worries. Move on. We're here to learn. Don't worry. It's fine.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. Zun.
Okay. So don't give a jerk. There is no jerking here. So yazunnu. Okay, that's without the pause. What would you do if there was a pause here?
Yazun.
Give the emphasis on the noon. So you have done it. The waqf is done correctly. Well done. So the dhamma has been turned into sakoon. So well done. But give the emphasis to noon instead of the zo here. Okay.
Yes. Yazun.
Okay. No, there will not be any jerks. So it's not ya. It's ya. Just ya. Okay.
Yeah.
Yazunnu. The noon, the emphasis that's given to noon. Yeah. Yazunnu. Try again.
Yazun. Okay. Yeah.
Excellent. So when you're doing a waqf, you said yazun, which is good. Let's move on to the next one.
Musamman.
Okay, musamman. So don't prolong the fathatain.
Musamman.
Excellent. And now with the pause.
Musam.
Okay, this is not correct either. No worries. One thing I've noticed is that you give a lot of jerk at places. Okay, so just make sure you don't give a jerk. It's just smooth recitation. Musamman. Okay, don't say musamma. Okay, it's wrong. I must admit that this batch was difficult. It was. So let's see. So without the pause, it's yuhyi, which you correctly did. But let's see what is here.
Okay.
So when you're doing a waqf, there will be no change. So you pronounce this as the same. Yuhyi.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yes.
So this one, rafa'na, that's without the pause. Now let's see with the pause. Are you surprised again? Rafa'na, there'll be no change.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So let's see the next one. Al-a'la. Sorry, not prolonging this. So al-a'la. Okay. Then you can see here there will be a change here. So what has happened here is that the fatha will turn into vertical fatha. So you have to prolong it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it will be al-a'la, al-a'la. Okay, let's move on to this one. This was done correctly, so well done for this. So that's in continuation. We're saying yazunnu, and when we're doing a waqf, we're doing yazun. So what has happened here is that we have dhamma. So dhamma has changed into sakoon. Okay, but let's look at this one. We have a shadda here. Okay, so we're still going to manifest this tashdid. So we're still going to give emphasis on that. So if you say yazun, that's not correct because you haven't given the emphasis on noon. Yazun, that emphasis at the end is very important too. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the next one. So this one, musamman. So that's a fathatain on top of mim. Let's see what has happened. So the fathatain will change into vertical fatha. Yeah. And because we have shadda here as well, the same rule for shadda, that tashdid will be manifested. So instead of musamman, when you're doing a waqf, make sure you say musamma. Okay, you have to prolong it for 2 seconds. So jazakumullah.
Jazakallah.
Learn from practice, so no shame at all. Okay, jazakumullah. Well done for trying G4 466.
Jazakallah.
Let's move on to the next student, please.
Yes. I will unmute G4462.
G4462. Assalamu alaikum. Walaikum salam. May I please request you to recite the following words, first with continuation and then after with waqf.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم معدودات معدودات
Excellent.
نساء نساء
Good.
ماء ماء
Good.
النبي
Good.
النبي I think.
Okay, that's not correct. Let's see.
مسواي yeah.
Okay, jazakumullah. Well done for trying. So we have seen that. So the first 3 they're correctly pronounced. So Ma'dudat. So what have you done to this?
It's the sukoon on it.
Yeah, so you have to replace it with sakoon. Well done. Here, so we're running out of time. I'll just quickly end in 5 minutes, 2 minutes. So here, nisa'an, and then what have you done?
Did the same, put a sukoon on it.
No, not
sorry. I can't remember the name.
So you said nisa'a. So what have you done?
Oh, sorry, fatha on it.
Yeah, fatha, and we also prolonged it for 2 seconds.
Vertical fatha.
Yeah, so fatha, and then imagine as if it has alif next to it. Okay, so nisa'a. Okay, good. Let's move on to the next one. What did you do here? Kasratain?
The same, but with vertical kasra.
It's sakoon on top. So let's see.
Steve, you're running short.
So tanween on long ta will change into sakoon, as you can see here, and the tanween on top of hamza will change into vertical fatha. This hamza, so this is hamza, not ain, hamza. So hamza with kasratain will change into sakoon, and this one was a problem, right? So here you will manifest the ya. Yeah. So it's an-nabiyyu when you're in continuation, and an-nabiyyu, the j at the end will be there. Okay. And this one is mathwaya, and when you're doing a waqf, you're not going to say mathwai. You're not going to. It should not be taken as a letter of lean. Yeah. So it's mathwaj. The j at the end is also applied here. So jazakumullah. And very well done. I'll hand over to our TA, Jazakallah.
Jazakallah, Steve. Let me just share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Jazakallah. Okay, before we go for the practice, I just want to make an announcement that if any of you think that you are capable enough and join our teachers team, please send us any 65 verses of Tilawat of Surah Bani Israel, and with your class ID and your full name and your majlis name, and send it on the reminder email which you are receiving every Thursday and Monday. Jazakallah Sanal Jaza. And next Thursday will be the last class of the course. Jazakallah. Asti, please choose one of the student for practice.
Yes, I would request G4416 to kindly unmute her mic.
G4416, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
If you start reciting from here, after Tawuz and Tasmiyah.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Zalika jazaa'uhum bi-annahum kafaru bi-ayatina wa qalu aiza kunna izaman wa rufatan inna lamab'usuna khalqan jadida.
Jazakallah Sanal Jaza. Mashallah, you have beautiful voice and you recited so well. Okay, can you recite this one for me again?
Bi-annahum.
Ji. Yeah.
Bi-annahum kafaru.
Jazakallah Sanal Jaza. Earlier, I think that you haven't prolonged it enough. And why you have prolonged it now? Do you know?
Ji. Wow Madhiya Hasli.
Yes, it is Wow Madda. That is why you have prolonged it for 2 seconds. Jazakallah. And can you recite this one for me again? Just the first word.
Waqalu.
Good. Which madda is this? Madde Saghir or
Madde Saghir.
And do you know its prolongation time?
3 to 4 seconds.
Well done, mashallah. That's brilliant. Okay, and do you know what rule applies here? You recited it perfect, but I just wanted to know if you know the rule.
Ghunna?
Yes, it is ghunna. And do you know the exact name of the rule?
Exact name.
Okay, it is partial assimilation or idgham naqis. And for how long we have to do ghunna?
2 seconds.
2 seconds. And you haven't done ghunna here. Is there any specific reason? It is tanween, fatatan, followed by hamza. So you recited it clearly. So is there any reason for that? Or is there a specific rule for this one?
Haruf halki mein se ek hai isliye.
It is haruful is yes, it is haruf izhar. Yes.
Izhar.
You are right. But alif hamza, ha, ain, sorry, ain, ghain, kha, these are haruf halqi or haruf izhar.
Izhar. Ji.
Yes. And can you recite this one for me again?
Ji. Khalqan jadida.
Okay, it is fatatan followed by jim. So, do you remember what rule is it?
Haruf ikhfa mein se ek hai.
Well done. And how we have to pronounce haruf al-ikhfa? Like it is tanween. So, conceal nasal sound. Do you like to try?
Khalqan jadida.
Well done, mashallah. That's brilliant. Jazakallah, SNL Jaza, mashallah. ST, please choose another student.
I would request G4 74.
G4474, assalamu alaikum. And if you choose another one as well?
Oh, sorry, G4473.
G4473.
And other one will be G4417. G4473.
G4417.
Yes. G4417.
Assalamu alaikum, G4417.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. And G4473, are you here?
No, she's not here. I will try to unmute G4471 instead.
G4471, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Okay, so now I have two students. So I would request G4417 if you start reciting from here, and G4471 if you just observe her recitation. Yes, start please after Tawuz and Tasmiyah.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أولم يروا أن الله الذي خلق السماوات والأرض قادر على أن يخلق مثلهم وجعل لهم أجلا لا ريب فيه فأبى الظالمون إلا كفورا.
Jazakallah Sanal Jaza. G4471, would you like to say something about her recitation?
Yeah, she did very well, mashallah. But in the first line, when there is noon mushaddad, she didn't sit on that. It should be like this. An Allah.
Okay.
And she read quickly for 1 second, but its time is 2 second nasal sound because this is Noon Mushaddad. And one, she out of breath, but she corrected herself. And in the third line, she did Ajalalla Roiba. Ajalalla. It should be 2 second because it's Alif Mad.
Okay.
Ajalalla Roiba Fi. It should be like this.
Okay. All right.
But in this line, again, the last word, it is Alif Mad again. Illa Kufura. Illa. She didn't prolong this one as well.
Yes. Okay. Jazakallah Ahsanul Jaza. G4417. I hope you understand this, that because this is Alif Madda, Lam is followed by Alif Madda, and over here Lam is again followed by Alif Madda. So you have to prolong the Madda letters for 2 seconds. Okay. And would you like to recite this again for me, please?
Okay. قادر على.
Jazakallah Ahsanul Jaza. Would you like to identify what mad is this?
It's a mad saghir.
And what is underneath mad saghir?
It's a fatah ishbaya.
Fatah ishbaya. Okay. And when you recite fatah ishbaya and mad saghir, so definitely its time will be a bit prolonged. Then
it's a 6 to 7 like that.
It's 6 to 7, or you can say, because it is 3, so it will be 5 to 6 seconds altogether. Okay. And okay, you recited this very well, but you haven't done gunna here. Is there any specific reason, or is there any rule which you followed and haven't done gunna? It's the Dhamma and followed by ayn.
Yeah, because it's a harufe halki.
Yes, it is Rufe Zahar or Rufe Halaki. That's why you haven't read it clearly. Okay, Jazakallah Ahsanul Jaza. And what rule applies here? You recited it good, but I just wanted to know that it is Noon Sakin followed by Ya.
Is a gunna sound idgham naqis?
Well done, mashallah. Okay. And this is Fatatan followed by Lam. So what is this? Sorry. This Fatatan is followed by Lam. So what rule is this? You recited it correct?
Is a idgham kamil?
Idgham kamil. Well done. It's perfect assimilation. Mashallah, it's really good. Okay. Jazakallah Ahsanul Jaza G4417 and now G4471. If you start reciting from here and G4417, you just observe.
Okay.
Yes, please.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل لو أنتم تملكون خزائن رحمة ربي خزائن رحمة ربي إذا لأمسكتم خشية الإنفاق وكان الإنسان قتورا.
Jazakallah Ahsanul Jaza. You also have, mashallah, very beautiful voice. G4417, would you like to say something about her recitation?
Yes. Is when is a kullau antum is a I didn't listen proper ikhfa.
Okay. Over here, can you recite this again, G4471 for her, for us here, like starting from.
قل لو أنتم تملكون.
Well done. Yes. Anything else?
And is a khaza'in is a madh kabir is like is 5 to 6 seconds too long.
It's
but
4
she
to 6
didn't.
seconds. Yes.
Yeah.
And I think she prolonged for 4 seconds. So it's acceptable. Okay. But it can be prolonged a bit more. Yes.
And here is also is a Rabbi, is a Madde Saghir.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. But because she has, I think, taken a pause here, so even then you have to recite Madde Saghir. Yes. Anything
I
else?
think is a when she wants to stop is a Rahmat is okay, because I don't know is a Rabbi when it stop is we can pronounce with we I don't know we can
No, because if although she has taken a pause here, but she has to recite Madda Rabbi. Okay. Anything else?
And here is also is infaq is nasal sound more like
yes.
Infaq.
Okay. Yes.
And here is also insan.
Okay. All right. Okay. Jazakallah Ahsan al-Jazaa. G4471. I hope you understand that she mean to say that, mashallah, your ikhfa was really good over here, but you forget to do ikhfa here, conceal nasal sound over here, as she told, and over here as well. Because noon sakin is followed by seen, and here noon sakin is followed by fa.
Yep.
So you have to do ikhfa on in both the cases. Okay. Which I think you missed. Otherwise, you know how to do conceal nasal sound. Jazakallah Ahsan al-Jazaa, both of you. Asti, please choose another student.
Yes, next student will be G4405.
G4405. Assalamu alaikum.
No response. So I would go for G4. Okay. She's here.
Walaikum assalam.
I'm
If you
sorry.
start reciting from here after Tawaz and Tasmiyah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولقد آتينا موسى ولقد آتينا موسى نسع آيات بينات فاسأل بني إسرائيل إذ جاءهم فقال له فرعون إني
Yes, correct.
لأظنك يا موسى مسحورا.
Okay, Jazakallah Ahsan al-Jazaa. Okay, can you recite this first one for me again, please, till here?
Okay. وَلَقَدْ آتَيْنَا.
Okay, this is dal, and do you know any specification about this dal?
Kalkala?
Yes, it is a kalkala letter, and you have to give a jerk to this dal. So if you try it again with jerk, just the first word.
وَلَقَدْ.
Yes, it's done now. Jazakallah Ahsan al-Jazaa. And if you recite this part for me again, please.
تسع آيات بينات.
Okay, if you have to take pause here, so how will you take pause here? Esti just told this at the beginning of the lesson.
بينات.
Yes, now it is perfect. And I don't know, I felt that you prolonged this ayn unnecessarily, whereas it only carries fatha stroke. So it should be just for one count or one beat. If you recite it again, correcting this one.
نسع آيات. No, I mean تسع آيات بينات.
Yes, and because this is miniature meme saghira followed by ba, it is iqlab, so you have to prolong it for 2 seconds. Ayatim bayyi, okay?
Yes.
And for madda, we have to prolong it for 4 to 6 seconds. It was you pronounced it short. And there are a few other things like this alif need to be prolonged, and this ha, inverted ha, need to be prolonged as well. And this wow, because it is wow madda, so it need to be prolonged as well. Jazakallah, SNL Jazan. I will hand over to ST. Sorry, I will hand over to Data.
Yeah, that's fine. Jazakallah. Okay. Okay. So we're nearing the end of the class, so I expect everybody to have revised the previous lessons we've done. And if you've not done that so far, make sure you practice them, because even when we finish the classes, please make sure you continue to practice so that you can actually benefit from what you've learned and you don't forget that. Particularly this the lesson we've done so far today, the rules of waqf. Make sure you practice, you make a waqf, and then make sure you see if it's correct or not according to what we've learned so far. You can actually go to the YouTube and type G4 classes, and you can access the classes and you can benefit from the classes too. And on nqc.org.uk, you can also download the materials that we are using, okay, to benefit from them as well. So jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.